Logos in baseball are obviously very important, but when you look at them, what do you see? When I look at them, I just see lots of letters. Boston, B. New York, NY. Tampa Bay, TB. Blue Jays. Alright, that's actually a bird. That's not a letter. Cubs, C. Cincinnati, C. That's farther spread out. Logos are also important because for my sister, that's how she decides who she wants to win the game. Usually it's the one with the more colorful, better logo. So I'm here to spice up all the logos by redesigning them all for what they actually should be. Starting with the Houston Houston Astros. They cheated, banging on trash cans, therefore they should be trash cans. I have two options. Maybe we just go with a straight up trash can. Like, we don't even need to edit this. This is just an Astros trash can. Number two, Carlos Correa, one of the biggest cheaters, with a trash can. Holding it up because they won a World Series, but technically they did not win it because they were cheating. So, Astros logo, super easy. Change it to a trash can. I think I like Carlos Correa better. Look how happy he is to hold that trash can up. That is pure joy. They're called the Angels, but they never get any blessings because they honestly kind of suck at baseball. Not that they suck, they just never win World Series or playoff games. Even when they had Shohei and Mike Trout. So the Angels, what do they need? An angel. So, I put an angel flying to A's logo. This should just be the logo because the Angels need an angel. This is true. They made a movie about this one time. The the Sacramento Athletics.
All right, let's do this one last time.
The Las Vegas Athletics. Okay, sorry, that took a while. It's kind of switching around. So, the Las Vegas logo. We do the Las Vegas Tower, the A's logo, and money falling in the back. I look at this logo, this is an amazing logo. Las Vegas, the A's, and money. It's all they represent. When I think of Seattle and Northwest, I always think of orcas. I think they should just change it to a straight up orca. Maybe put a logo, like an S logo, on the orca or something. But a straight up orca, that's so cool. When you think of the Texas Rangers, what do you think of? You think of a Ranger. You know what I think of? A Ford Ranger. Does no one think of a truck when they think of the Rangers? Maybe no one does, but Ford Rangers, they could get a big sponsorship, make a bunch of money from this. Ford Ranger should be their logo. Next up, we have the National League West, starting with the Diamondbacks. There's a game in the summer, August or something, and they had to delay the game for the Diamondbacks because of a bee problem. So they called a bee person in. He sprayed the stuff down and he threw the first pitch out.
This is one small step for man. He just removed the bees. Now
everyone loved him. That was probably the highlight of the 2024 season. Therefore, until they get a better highlight, they should change their logo to the beekeeper with the logo behind him. The Rockies have the best place to hit home runs at. Therefore, I took CJ Cron and put a beach ball. Because that's what it's like hitting at that field in Denver. Maybe chroma key the fans out and stuff. But just have him hitting a beach ball. Maybe with the logo behind it. The CR Colorado Rockies. Everyone's actual favorite team. Not the Astros. The Dodgers. They pay everyone a lot of money. But basically say, let's win championships. We won't pay you now, but we'll pay you later. They have so many good players, I forget the players on their team, like the big stars. Alright, so we have a money background, Dodgers logo, with all the Dodgers players right there. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Clayton Kershaw, Yamamoto. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This isn't even most of their good players. They have tons of stars. So maybe throw them in the background like an Avengers poster with all the 500 good players. And then, keep the money there because that's what they're all getting there. San Diego, I'm not changing this. I'm not making a new one. I am keeping the City Connect San Diego logo. This logo is beautiful, nice and simple. It says San Diego, bright, vibrant colors. This should definitely be the logo. Full time, not just on Saturday nights when they use it. For the Giants, when I think of the Giants, I think of the Iron Giant. He's bending down looking at the Giants logo. Maybe it makes it seem like the Giants are bad because their Giants logo is like little. But I think the Iron Giant's cool, so we're keeping it. When I say GOAT, you're probably thinking of Tom Brady or LeBron James. By the way, LeBron James is not the GOAT. But the GOAT I'm thinking of is the curse for the Cubs. The Cubs won't let a GOAT go down a game, and they said they would lose, and they didn't win for 100 years or something until 2016.
This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs win the World Series! Brian makes the play!
So for the Cubs logo, we're putting the Cubs. We're putting the GOAT with a World Series trophy on its back and the logo behind it. Don't go in the comments. I already know you guys. LeBron James is not the GOAT. When I think of the Reds, I think of aliens because they're red. Sometimes. If we have this bald alien be the logo, that would be crazy. You could do so many space-themed uniforms. It would be so cool. For the Brewers is based off of beer. So instead of just having a logo, we should just have a plain beer. I've never tried beer. I don't intend to. I think it looks good. Not to drink, but just to look at. I like the nice gold color. This would actually be a pretty good logo. The Cardinals. What if we just change the Cardinal to another Cardinal with a hat on? This Cardinal is clearly better. We should add sunglasses on this Cardinal, and he would look so cool. I think the Pirates, you have lots of ideas you could go off of. I think of a pirate, I think of Pirates of the Caribbean and Jack Sparrow. And Jack Sparrow, his most iconic picture is in this picture. We take this picture and put the iconic P behind it, and it is perfect. Beautiful sunset, the P in the background. This would actually be like a really good logo for the Pirates. Put this on a shirt, and like it would sell good if the Pirates sold it. This is also a little weird. I would not make this the next logo for the Braves. When I think of Brave, I think of the princess or the Disney character, whoever she is, with the red hair and the bow and arrow. I think this would be hilarious to put the Braves logo, especially coming from a Nationals fan, as this princess from Disney, Brave. Braves fans would hate it, but it would be hilarious. And no people would want to sign with them, therefore Nationals would have less competition, therefore the Nationals would play better.
I want to be a part of it. New York, New York.
Actually, I don't want to be a part of it. I want nothing to do with New York besides maybe like a 1-week trip, and then I don't need to go there again. But I do think the Mets actually have lots of cool things they could do for their logo. So I put the bridge in front of the Mets logo, but not the actual logo, just the text that say Mets, because this bridge is actually really cool. One of my favorite logos the Nationals have had is a plain W. It's their batting batting practice hat and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So what if we just change it to the W with the Washington Monument? Because everyone loves the Washington Monument, right? Best Phillies logo is obviously this one with the crack that says Phillies. The cream uniforms is one of the best uniforms for the Phillies. Their logos, we have to do something that all Phillies love. Cheesesteaks. If you just put a cheesesteak right up on the logo and everyone had to sit and stare at it all game, you know how many people would buy cheesesteaks? A lot of people would. You could get a total sponsorship, especially since they're from Philly. They'd make so much money, and the people who sponsor them would make a bunch of money because people would be buying a bunch of Philly cheesesteaks. For Miami, lots of their logos are just M's for Marlins, but what if you actually just put a Marlin jumping out of water, an action shot with the small logo on it, so you have both. If you want the action or if you just want the Marlin to do it. it's a win-win scenario. See, I'm making teams money, and I'm making the logos just look way better. For the Red Sox, you could just have a plain red sock like they do now, kind of. But what if we just keep the logo and change the colors like this logo that's lighted on a wall? Uniforms that light up when it gets dark. I don't know what it's called when it happens, but that'd be super cool. And for the Baltimore Orioles, this is kind of like the Diamondbacks one. What if you put, I forgot this guy's name, Mr. Splash or something. He sits in one of the sections every game, and when they hit a double or more, he sprays the crowd. He made the Orioles go from a horrible team to a great team with the help of Gunnar Henderson. Just a little of the help was Gunnar Henderson because he did most of it. What if we do him? This is Baltimore with a bunch of bees in the background. This represents Baltimore. This represents when they started to play good. And also my favorite part, he has the flamingo. So when I was thinking about the Yankees, I was thinking I can't change it. It's too iconic, which I probably wouldn't if I could. But I was like, I have to change all the logos, so I'm gonna, and it's gonna look something like this probably. A Yankee. When I think of the Yankees, I think of like an actual Yankee, like in the Revolutionary times. So this is a Yankee catching a ball. But I'm not choosing that one, I'm choosing this one. A Yankee, and that's where a bat is, but if you put the gun, it looks like it connects right into the hat. I think it actually looks pretty cool. This wouldn't be the main logo, I wouldn't change it to this if I could. But you know, put this on a couple of shirts. You could sell this for a second. And for the Rays, I'm just doing the TB. The TB for the Rays, I'm not changing it. This one's too good. I don't think you could change it to a better one. So I'm just doing the TB with the Ray under it. And for the Blue Jays, you know, let's put a Blue Jay, like an actual bird, right next to a World Series trophy because that's what everyone wants. And if you have a Blue Jay and a World Series trophy, maybe it will happen. You never know. The Indians were the Indians, and then they changed their name to the Guardians. And the coolest logo by far is this Guardians logo. I actually like this logo a lot. They don't use it most of the time, and it's just this boring C. But when I think of Guardians, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel. So I would change the logo to the Guardians of the Galaxy symbol. You could get a sponsorship from Marvel. The patch on the uniform would be so cool. Instead of not wanting the patch, you would purposely buy the patch for the uniform. Guardians of the Galaxy. Chris Pratt could throw the first pitch out of the game. Okay, for the Tigers, I think we should change it to actual tiger. There are two options. We could go for a good-looking tiger or a scary-looking one. I think we're going to go with a good-looking one, like with Tom Cruise sunglasses. This is the one I found. This would be a great City Connect Tigers City Connect logo. Even though it looks like he lives on a beach and looks more like San Diego than Detroit in the cold, but nevertheless, it would be a good logo. For the Royals, I first thought of Royals, so like Kings and stuff, and then I thought of Bobby Witt because he's like the Royals' best player and the best thing that has happened to him probably ever. So what if we put a crown, a royal, on top of Bobby Witt? Because that would just make sense. For the Twins, I couldn't really think of a logo. I thought of going back to their old logo because their old logo was really good. But then I thought of like just twins. I was like, how could I miss that? I did. I just found two twins playing baseball. What was your favorite logo that I redesigned? Leave your answer in the comments. You know, that's it. I'm leaving. Actually, I'm not leaving. You're leaving. Bye.